All right, it's Nick Atkin, South China Morning Post, SCMP Martial Arts, on location in Singapore. Got a very special interview here. We've got Mr. Bruno Pucci, we've got Angela Lee here. It's great to have you both in Singapore. A nice, unique interview, double interview. Bruno's fighting. How are you guys doing? I'll start with Bruno.
Oh, we're doing great. It's our third time this year in Singapore, and then this time I'm the one fighting.
Yeah.
There are 2 times that Angela was fighting, so it's great to be here again.
Yeah, I saw you here in Singapore in March, and in September or October, was it you on dad duty, bringing Ava Marie around? Angela, what's it like? Roles reversed now.
Yeah, it's a different feel for sure coming to Singapore without having the stress of a fight. But yeah, it's kind of rough. Ava's been jet lagged, so we've been up at like 3 a.m. But hopefully she gets on schedule before fight day. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Angela, you told me last time that it's difficult with that. Bruno, how's that affected your preparation at all? Having to deal with those things because it's your first time, as a father now fighting.
Yeah, we make a great team, Angela and I, and she's my ride or die. So she's helping me a lot with Ava right now, and I feel it's just perfect. It just Ava's energy around is like it makes it even better because she's like a lot of energy, go go go, and and Angela, of course, this time she's helping me taking care of her, and then it's just a plus.
Angela, how's he been then as on dad duty? He looks pretty good.
Yeah, no. Bruno's doing great. He's the best dad, and now it's his time to shine. Step back in the cage. So we're very, very excited to see him.
And we had Christian in here earlier. It seemed like the whole Lee family was here as well, and some other people, like 10 people. It's a big team coming, right?
Yeah, it's just like old times, For me and my family, this is kind of always how we've done things, pulling the whole crew wherever we go. Unfortunately, Victoria's the only one who didn't make it this time around. She's holding down the fort back in Hawaii.
Someone has.
Right, but yeah, it's really nice to have our whole family here. Big team always.
Yeah, Bruno, what's it like for you having that support this time? The whole gang is here.
Oh, it's great, right? Like the past few years, COVID hit, the pandemic, so it was kind of crazy. We had to be stuck in the room, a lot of COVID tests, and so it was like different limited time to training. So now it's like it's good to see the city where we met. Angela and I we met here, and then walk around, showing our daughter, and then find time for training. And then I think it's just we have a great support on each other. The whole family here, so it's just. It feels great. It feels better to be back to normal.
Yeah, and last time it was 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, no fans, as you said. You were trying going down to bantamweight. It didn't really work out, as you were just saying before we started this. Back up featherweight. Do you think this is the right division for you?
Yeah, this is the right division. I felt before I was walking light, so I said I'm gonna give a try. I'm not too far from the weight, but I didn't realize that it was like so lean already, and then that extra 10 pounds was rough cut. So the past few fights, 3 weeks before the fight, I was eating a protein bar a day and training, so it was kind of rough. So this time it's more natural, and I feel it's a better fit for me.
Yeah, Angela, do you prefer seeing Bruno healthier going into a fight?
Definitely, when he dropped to 145 last time, he was like a skeleton because he's already so lean. So yeah, for me, seeing him like this now, like as a wife, it makes me feel a lot better. Of course it's always tough. I know how it is, cutting weight, and we both know the struggles. But yeah, this time has been a lot healthier, so glad to see that.
Less moody. Less moody.
Well, what about your opponent then, Kirill Gorobets? He debuted in March, I believe, just before 1X, and he lost to Martin Nguyen, former champion, but he showed some good stuff, I thought. Kind of faded in the third round and looked like he was exhausted, but what are you expecting from him?
He's my toughest opponent to date, and like knowing that and seeing his skill set, and Martin, is a top level guy, and he just make me work harder. For this camp, we literally work like 7 days a week, like no days off, and everyday training. And then I expect a tough fight, and then that's made me a better fighter because I'm training every day. So I'm just excited to go there and perform.
Were the last 2 years tough for you? Coming off those two losses, what was it like dealing with that disappointment, or were you more focused on becoming a father and everything? Why haven't we seen you for 2 years? Is it a combination of things?
Um, Definitely a combination of things. I think fighting was always my priority. Like I left Brazil 10 years ago, and I'm very close to my family in Brazil, and I left them uh, for over 10 years now to pursue this dream. And then my wife was pregnant at the time on my last fight, and just put things in perspective. And honestly, now how I provide for my family is like is teaching at our own gym, and I just had to make sure that everything is good for my daughter. So I think that changed perspective for me, and then I think she's the most important thing. So I think that why I had to take that break.
And what's the role you play in getting Bruno back up for this? The support. Talk us through your kind of relationship in that side.
Yeah, you know what? I'm so proud of Bruno because he's overcome so much adversity, and you know, obviously with us both being professional fighters, we need to trade off. It's kind of going to be really, really hard. I don't really see us fighting on the same card at any time in the future too soon. But yeah, for him, like he was saying, like his main priority is being a dad to Ava, being the best husband and the provider of the family. And so taking those time and those years off to focus on building our gym and making sure that we're well provided for. So now it's his time to focus on him and his career as a pro fighter. And just excited he's been putting in so much work, a lot of hard work, and just excited to see it pay off.
Will you be in the corner as well?
I'm not sure. Ava is going to be, I'm going to be with Ava. And so, I think my dad and I think maybe Christian might be in the corner this time around.
What's it just like having Angela here as well for that side of motivation?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I couldn't be here without her. Like I think three of us, Angela, I, and Ava, we are together for everything right now. Like there's no way I would leave them to come for a fight, and I feel the same for her. And we cannot do it without each other. Like because someone has to stay with Ava while you're getting ready to battle. So definitely is. For every fight, you can count on three of us together.
All right. And Angela, I didn't get to speak to you after the last fight in Singapore. You've had some time to reflect on it now. What are your feelings after that? It was a tough loss, very close. A lot of people had different opinions. Some people thought you won, some people thought Zhang won. Have you had time to reflect on it? And what do you feel?
Yeah, I have. I think that it was a great fight. And fights like that just make you a better person, a better martial artist, better champion. And so I'm grateful for the lessons learned there. And it's a huge motivating factor for me to get back in the gym. And, lots of activity looking forward to in the new year.
Yeah, we're going to see you back soon. I've heard rumors maybe of atomweight title defense.
Yeah, definitely. I want to stay busy next year. I mean, last year was my first year back since coming back from pregnancy. That was like a 2-year break. So looking to just keep the ball rolling and stay busy.
Yeah, and we've got Ham versus Itsuki here. Would the winner of that maybe be potential number one contender? There's a few girls out there.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, there's the atomweight division is stacked, so there's lots of opponents standing in line. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Itsuki versus So.
Would you do the fourth fight? Are we going to see 4 and 5 with Zhang Jingnan? I feel this is never going to end.
My gosh, right. You know what? I'm a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm a little bit. I would like a little break from Zhang. I mean, I heard in her interview that she wants to come down and fight me, and if that's, what's gonna happen, then so be it. I'd love to actually see her fight some of the girls in the atomweight division as well. I think that would be exciting. But yeah, for me, as for the next few fights, I think that I have lots of girls lined up in the atomweight division, so I'm looking forward to be defending my title over there.
Was it tough? For you, Bruno, as well, after seeing Angela not get that decision, what role do you play in kind of, bringing her back up?
I see how hard she works, and I think for her, her main thing is to perform, is to go out there and put a show and make sure that she leave everything inside the cage and no regrets. So that's what she teach me every day, you know, like so. You know, it's a lesson for me because I want to go there on this upcoming fight and leave it out there. So you know, it's just we remind each other of that, and we just go for a break. You know what I mean? So I'm just extremely proud of her because you know we see at home or back in Hawaii like how it is actually being a mom and being a fighter. So you know, to see her go there and then do what she did is just amazing despite the result, you know, like I've been there too. I've been touched in the first round and I told her like a lot of guys including me like you're not able to come back. You know, and she come back and you know, in my eyes she won that fight, but again despite the results, despite if other people think, I'm extremely proud of her, and I know how it is, and you know, and on top of that being a mom, coming back for that big break, and I just I couldn't be more proud of her.
Yeah, it was a great fight, and you know, Chachi thought you won, and I think you said after you would be interested in exploring new way of having the global rule set. You still think that might be better?
I think that you know it's hard, and I'm a true believer in like yes, going for the finish always that's the most decisive. But at the highest level of competition, sometimes it doesn't always you don't always get the finish, and so you want to trust that you know any organization in the world you know that you have a fair decision. So I mean, I think that having accountability and having maybe clarify, you know, like round by round, like you know, showing some. I mean, I just think that we can always do better. That's all.
All right, quick predictions then. I think I know the answer. Christian Lee, Cameron Abasov, guys, who's taking that?
Oh my God, that's not even a question. You know, man, I can't wait to see Christian get that second belt, and he's been working so hard. He looks really really good at this new weight, and yeah, he's definitely gonna bring that second belt home.
Yeah, I presume so.
Definitely. I mean, there is no other answer. You know, we train together in the same room, and Christian is a killer. You know,
Yeah.
like you can see by his results, and I mean, he's a finisher. So I believe 100% of him.
And just you finally, what are we going to see from you on Saturday?
Well, I'm gonna bring that weight home too. You know, like as I say, I've been training harder than ever. I feel this is my natural weight, and I'm ready to perform. I train harder than ever, so I'm excited to go
All right.
there.
Well, yeah, good luck. Thanks for talking to me, Bruno and Angela. It's been a pleasure, and hopefully catch up with you afterwards. Yeah. Cheers,
Thank you.
guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.